Hello everybody, Eric Solobox. Today I'm out in the shop. I'm getting ready to show you guys real quick how to drill your boxes for the tool tray. Now if you've already purchased one of these, thank you. If you're getting ready to purchase one, thank you in the future. And if you're not going to buy one at all, then hey yo, whatever. So let's talk about what you're going to need to do this. So I like to have a smaller bit. This is 3/16 that I'm going to pre-drill with. Then I'm going to go up to a 3/8, which is a little bit extra large, so you get a little wiggle room in there. And you probably won't have one of these. You could use a marker. It's going to be really hard to see on the black, but this is a type of marker that's actually it's not a marker. This is, I think, some sort of like a stone of some sort, but it's for marking metal, and it really shows up well on the black box. But like I said, you can get away with a Sharpie or possibly use like some white painter's tape, and put that down first and mark your spots like that. Will work well also. Now, if you're not familiar with the tool tray, these things are awesome. You don't have to have solo boxes, which, by the way, this will go on either, this is a set of my older classic Gen 1 boxes, but this will go on the newer model of boxes, the Gen 3 stuff also, but also other brands of pannier. Anything that's got a minimum length of like just over 15.5 inches, which is pretty much every pannier out there is longer than that. And width-wise, you need just over 6. But this can be mounted to most any different brand of pannier also, which makes it nice because it's reasonably priced. And once you travel with one of these and realize how great it is to have with you as a piece of kit, you won't want to live without it. First, I guess I could talk really quick about what I keep in mind. I run one of these on my GS and on my CRF Rally both. Your really heavy stuff like tools and stuff, you want it down low anyway. You want to keep your weight down low. And so having your tools at the bottom of the box is just awesome. I literally keep everything that I need maintenance-wise from my bike in one of these boxes, and it handles it no problem. Like I keep 1/4-inch drive ratchet with an extension with, 8, 10, 12, 14, maybe a 16 socket. I like to keep the different box wrenches that I might need, once again, 8, 10, 12, 14, tire irons, what am I thinking of? Tire repair kit, a patch kit. I like to keep the CO2 canister thing in there to be able to fill up the tire with air really quick. That sort of stuff I keep down in here. Other stuff like to check my tire pressure, I keep that in my tank bag, stuff that I have to get to really quick. Mostly the stuff I keep down here for like oil changes and stuff, I don't want to get to that straight away. I keep the stuff that, like I keep a multi-tool in my tank bag, and I want to keep a tire inflation gauge in my tank bag. Stuff like that that's really easy to get to. The other stuff that I don't want to get to at any given moment, I keep down here. Now, most of the time, like for my bikes, I only run one of these. You can run 2 of them if you want, but if you're going to try to decide which side you want, if you're only going to run one, I like to keep this on the right-hand side of the bike as you're looking forward. And the reason I like the right-hand side is because if you do find yourself in a situation where you're broken down on the side of a road, I don't want it in the left-hand side because then my back is to the traffic. Just from a safety standpoint, keep it on the right-hand side, which is usually the exhaust side on a bike, where you can get yourself away from the traffic to take this off and get to what you need. So anyway, let's get on with showing you really quick how to go about installing this. One of the things is that it's going to come with a rubber seal. The rubber seal's really, you can figure that part out on your own. Just basically take the adhesive off of the back of it and wrap yourself all the way around. Actually, I may as well do that part really quick for you. I just switched to, I do my adhesive rubber with, and this is not only less expensive than the stuff I've been using for years, the adhesive on it is better, and I'm paying less for it, which is actually really nice. So let's show you really quick. Of course, I don't have a razor blade here. There it is. I'll show you really quick how to trim this and put it onto the box. So we'll do that part first, and then I'll take you through how to do this. So it'll only come with a single strip like so, but all you got to do, my dog's got a hold of the other end, we just got a puppy. All right, so just peel some of it off. Get started. I like to start towards the center here. Kind of pull on it to make it nice and straight and tight. Just work your way along. It'll lay down nice and straight if you just barely tug on it. Run your finger across. Turn the corner. I'll include enough that there'll definitely be a little bit of extra. So. Pull a little more of this off of here. This adhesive is great in that once it's on here and you attach this to the bottom of the box and leave it for 24 hours, the adhesive is strong enough that it basically becomes part of the metal. Really good stuff, and it will keep rain and weather out of this box. So usually I'll go just past a little bit so that it just barely overlaps. Push down on your razor blade and voila, there you go. So my seal's installed. Now the first measurement you want to take here is the overall length of the box, which in this particular case is going to run in at about 460 millimeters. I like to do it in millimeters just because it's really easy to lay out and be somewhat precise about it. So 460, I'll take it and divide that by 2, which comes to 230, and I'll find the 230 mark on here and make myself a nice little mark. Then I'll measure the overall length of my tool tray, which is coming in at about 236. Actually, that's not right. I don't want to measure the full length of it. What I want to measure is in between the 2 bolts here. And what we have there is about 236. Half of 236 is 118. So I'm going to go 118 millimeters in each direction and make a mark. So we got one here at 118, one in this direction at 118. Personally, I like to run the box towards the center of the pannier, but up against the rear wall of the pannier. So I need to know how far from this back wall to the center of this pin, which runs in at about 80 millimeters. And so for me to lay out the 2 holes I need to do, I'm going to come across to 80 millimeters and that other spot that I had previously marked. That's where I need to drill. Come over here, same thing. And I'm looking at this so that it's square. And the hole is slightly larger, so it doesn't have to be like super precise. There's my other drill point. Like I said, I like to pre-drill it with a smaller bit. The tool tray comes with nylock bolts too, so they've got the nylon in them. So when you tighten that down, it'll definitely stay put, which is an added bonus. You know, when you arrive, you're going to want your tools to be with you still. Sorry about that. All right, we're all drilled out. Now the bolts are captured up into this handle, which is actually kind of nice. No need to really reef on things when you install. Just get it good and snug and you'll be fine. See that fit right down on there. box. Install the two bolts and you're basically done. It's a real game changer to have your tools just separate from the rest of your gear. You're not getting oil or grease on all your stuff. And like I said, having the weight down low is definitely very nice. I don't have the, oh, one other point I wanted to make really quick is that even though it's a nylock bolt, you could replace it, you could put knobs down in there, but what I like to do is, so it's a 1/2-inch nylon bolt, get yourself a 1/2-inch wrench and just cut it off. Cut off the box end wrench of this. And I like to just keep this part either in my tank bag or in the bottom of the box itself. And that way, when you need to take that off of the bottom, you've got the wrench ready to go and you're able to do it. And once again, to reiterate, you know, the stuff that you're keeping down there is the stuff that you don't want to have to get to, you know. If you're 3,000 miles into a ride and it's time to do an oil change, pick a spot to do it, pull into camp, take your stuff out of the box, drop the tool tray off of the bottom of it, and do the maintenance that you need to do. Super easy, and I think that once you're accustomed to having this piece of kit with you, you'll wonder why you didn't get one sooner. Anyway, Solobox, I will talk to you all later.